it's me, it's D. I'm not gonna do the long intro thingamabob like I usually do, but it's me, the dork. Okay, so today I want to talk about my first ever college experience. I go to Georgia. I mean, whoa, what was that? The college that I'm attending now was not my first college. I'm still a freshman, but it was not my first college. My first ever college experience, I was in a school called Savannah State University. I'm not trying to dish on this school. I'm just trying to tell you guys my experience with this school because, you know, there's always pros and cons. The only pro was that I made a good deal of friends, and that the school was in the certain county or place that I want to be at. It just wasn't the right school for me. I don't know. It's 2017 and I left in 2016. I don't know if they've changed their security measures, but the first thing I want to kind of talk about is the horrible security there. Usually if you are if you're like a campus and you have like security guards at the very front of the buildings or the front of at the front entrance, usually they would check IDs or something of that nature. Savannah State University did not do that. You could just roll on campus and just wave and they'll just let you in. Like, it was just weird and I didn't like that, and my parents didn't like that. That's another reason why I left that university. In my opinion, the pictures of this school online did not match how I look like in real life. You know how people they're trying to advertise a certain resort and they use like a really bomb picture from like 10 years ago and doesn't compare to what it looks like now. I feel like that's kind of what they did. The school in general just was kind of small. I like really big universities. I did not know the school was as small as it was. It is a HBCU, which I knew, but then I kind of didn't know exactly. That wasn't a problem, but it was just like, you know, it's different because in my high school there's, you know, all different types of people. It just wasn't a certain race, but you know, anyway. Another red flag was that the actual dormitory, which is the biggest thing ever, the biggest red flag in the universe. The dormitory I stayed in was called Bowden, and it was kind of in a ditch type place. When you first ride on campus, you don't see it at all. You're just like, where the crap is it? And the only time you know that it's there is if you've been there before. And I remember moving day 2016, August something, I don't know. And me and my mom and my little brother were just riding in the car. We're trying to find this building. We rode around that campus for like we rode around there for like 5 or 6 minutes trying to find out where this building was. We found it. It was very low budgeted. I could definitely tell. I mean, it was, I don't think it was the cheapest dormitory on campus, but it was kind of close to it, I think. I understand if something is cheap. I understand that it's gonna look different than the things that are expensive, obviously, but it didn't have to be that dramatic of a change. I never really went into any other of the dormitories except for I don't even remember what it's called. It's been, you know, so long since I've been there, but I went into one. I didn't see what the dorms looked like, but I saw the walk-in lobby, and it looked really nice. Of this other building that I went in, but like, it was just like Bowden. It was just dirty on the outside. It was really small. It's an all-girl dormitory, which is fine. I thought it was very cool, and that's how I made a lot of my friends, because it was an all-girl dormitory. But it was one of those buildings where it was low budgeted, so people really didn't care to keep it clean. Of course there was 2 good janitors and a good maintenance man that always kept it clean and, you know, kept everything up to date. But you know, I know they get tired of having cleaning all. I think it was just 2 women working this whole building, and it was 4 floors, tons of bathrooms, and I'm just like, I know they got tired. And my dorm room was completely, half of the size of mine right now. You know, I don't think there is any bad dormitories on this campus where I'm at now, like, they just don't look bad. They all look really good and up to date, you know what I mean? I think it is possible for us to let up the windows. I'm not gonna try it because I'm not trying to break something and I have to pay $1 million for it. But in Savannah State, we couldn't let up our windows in Bowden because they were just so molded down and dirty and disgusting. You know, I wasn't finna get what's it called, mesothelioma by letting up the freaking windows. There was carpeted floors. I don't like carpeted floors. I feel like I have to clean. I like to sweep up the floors, and you can't really sweep up that well with carpet. Of course, you can get a vacuum cleaner, but I wasn't about that life getting a vacuum cleaner. So I like my floors now are hardwood, and I love that. I don't like the carpet, but it was fine at the time. Another big thing with carpet is if you spill something on that floor and you do not get it up immediately, it's gonna cause mold, which is what happened to one of my good friends that is still in Savannah. Just in a different, she stays in a different place, I think. But my friend had like an infestation of mold on her floor in a corner. She had to move dorms. It was a really big thing. It was so weird and scary because she could have easily gotten really sick. And at first they really didn't pay much attention to her saying that she had mold in her room, until it was like fucking all over the fucking floors. And you know, I would have sued if I was her and her family, but I'm just about that money. But anyway, like, I would have sued because I'm telling you, there's mold on my freaking floor. I need you to get that junk off and move me somewhere. And another thing with Savannah State, people moved in and out of rooms like crazy. Like the same friend with the mold in her room, she had at least over 3 different roommates in one fall semester. And I'm just like, that's so weird. Like, even like here at this university I am now, the only time you can't switch rooms unless there's a dire reason you need to, not just because, oh well, this room is too small. Like in Savannah they would move you immediately. But I mean, that's a pro and a con, to be honest. Another con, which is biggest red flag ever other than the security, was the violence on campus. I don't know how Savannah State is now. I don't go there. I don't really care about it, to be honest, that much. I still talk to the people that go there. But it was the first week of school, and there was this man. He was walking around campus. He was going to different classrooms, giving a presentation. And in this presentation was basically the violence that's happened to this school since 1990s. I don't know, but recently he said in the last 5 years that there had been over, I think, 10 murders on that campus, or shootings or what have you. There's been 2 murders. You can easily find those murders out on Google because they're there. You just Savannah State murders and you'll get something to pop up. And there's just a lot of violence. People have weapons, you know, guns, tasers, knives. People are always yelling out there. I felt unsafe at all times. I always felt unsafe because I don't know, it just wasn't a good community at times, especially during the at night. Girl, who's gonna be walking around campus? No. But here I feel like I can because I feel safe, and most of the time I'm walking with my friend Morgan or Anna, so like it's not even that big a deal. But in Savannah, like I just didn't want to go out at night because it was just like, I'm not trying to get killed or kidnapped today. And it was just, and another thing, if you are an art major, don't go there. They don't have a lot of options for you, to be honest. The arts are completely ignored there. There are a few art majors there, I'm sure of it. Savannah State was not my first choice. I wanted to get into SCAD, but my low self-esteem issues convinced me not to apply because I thought I would not get in. So there's that. But yeah, just if you're an art major, don't go to Savannah State because they don't offer very much for you. Just word of the wise, and don't stay in Bowden unless you really have to, because it's pretty dirty. and there's a lot of drama that's unnecessary. There's a lot of yelling and loud music and people being inconsiderate. So I just want to give you that tip. But I mean, Savannah State is decent if you're going for mass communications or business. They're pretty top notch for that. But other than that, the security is not that great. The dorms aren't that great. The atmosphere of campus isn't that great, you know. I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not gonna get into too much of that. But yeah, that's my first college experience and how it scarred me for life. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you want to go to Savannah State, make sure you view the campus twice before hitting accept on your application. So just be aware of that. Any college, make sure you go visit a few times and ask questions before you officially say yes. I did not learn from my first time of Savannah State. I did not go view it but once with my school. In the college I go to now, I never viewed it at all. So I was just like, we're gonna just do something. So whatever. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. And if you're considering going to Savannah State or just a college in Savannah, just beware. Any college, beware. And do your research. And I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video because I make at least 2 videos a week. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.